According to grammar rules, the modal auxiliary shall is used in the first person and will in the second and third person to give information about future action. Shall is used with the first person singular number and plural number. For example, I shall, we shall. And will is used with the second person and third person. You will, he will, she will, it will, they will. In this way. For example, I shall begin the work tomorrow. 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 You will begin the work tomorrow. And you will begin the work tomorrow. Here, I is first person. I and we. Shall is used with there. And you is second person. You. He, she, it, they. These are the third person, singular number. You is second person. You, singular. And its a plural is you. He, she, it, third person, singular number. And they, third person, plural number. Now, shall is used in the second and third persons to express a command, threat, or promise. Again, shall is used in the second person and third persons to express a command, threat, or promise. For example, now shall is used with the second person and third person. Shall is used with the second person and third person. But for command, threat, or promise. At once. Command. Next, if you make a noise, you shall be punished. If you make a noise, if you make a noise, you shall be punished. You will be you shall be punished. Threat. T-H-R-E-A-T, threat. Here, it was a command in this sentence. Shall was used with second person. Here, shall is used with the second person. And here, what indicates? This sentence indicates the threat. If you make noise, you shall be punished. One more sentence of this type. He shall get a prize. He shall get a prize. He shall get a prize if he does not make a single mistake. If he does not make a single mistake. If he not make single mistake. He shall get a prize if he does not make a single mistake. Here, promise. What is the promise? Promise of giving a prize. Promise of giving a prize. So it was the use of shall with second person and third person. And what it indicates at that time, shall indicates the command, threat, and promise. You shall leave this place at once. It was threat. It was command. If you make noise, punish. Threat. And he shall get the prize if he does not make a single mistake. Now, the next use of shall is first, rhymes like the following were found helpful to learn the uses of shall and will. When used in the first person, shall foretells. For example, now in the past, the following are the rhymes are helpful to learn the uses shall and will. Some of the past lines are given here. They will find the uses of shall and will. When used in the first person, shall foretells. Shall in the second and third person does threat. Then you shall, he shall, the speaker's will is expressed. Will. So in modern English, there is a tendency to use will in all persons to indicate future tense or command entry. In modern English, will is used with every subject for future tense, command, and but as far as our entrance exams are grammar oriented exams, that's why we have to follow the grammar rules. Now, the past tense of shall is should. The past tense of shall is should. 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 A camera sorry. बोलता नहीं इधर recording शुरू है मैडम recording शुरू should. tell you, dear friends, very careful about learning all these things. The model auxiliary should is used. Number one, should obey our parents and teachers. We should obey our parents and teachers. We should obey our parents and teachers. Should is used here for duty or obligation. Next, should is used to express advice. ADVICA, advice. Should is used to express advice. This is the next use of should. You should not tell lies. For example, we should not tell lies. You should not tell lies. You should not tell lies. Should is used here. And what is the purpose of using this should here? To express advice. We should not tell lies. Next use of should is to express condition. To express condition. For example, should this happen, I will resign. Should this happen, I will resign. Should this should this happen, I will resign. This kind of structure of the sentence you may not have seen before, but here is the use of should for condition, earth condition. Should this happen, I will resign. अगर ऐसा हुआ तो मैं रिजाइन कर दूंगा. Should this happen, I will resign. Then should he turn up now? Should he turn up now? I have nothing to give him. So these are the uses of should. Again, should is used to express past tense as the past tense of shall for duty, for turning direct speech into indirect speech. While changing direct speech into indirect speech, we use should. Should is the past tense of shall. It is used to change direct speech into indirect speech. Indirect speech. I said that I should report for duty the next day. Next, to express duty or obligation, should is used. We should obey our parents and teachers. It's a duty or obligation. Then should is used to express advice. You should not tell lies. And should is used to express condition. Should this happen, I will resign. The next we use now we are to learn the will, the uses of will. Will. The model auxiliary will is used when it is used to indicate future tense. To indicate future tense. My friend will come tomorrow. Friend will come tomorrow. My friend will come tomorrow. Will is used to indicate future tense. Will is used to indicate future tense. To my friend will come tomorrow. Next, the use of will is to indicate request. We use will to indicate request. Request. For example, will you have tea? Have tea. Will you have tea? This is the request. Will you have tea? Will is used to make a request. Will you have tea? Next, to indicate promise, will is used. Will is used to indicate promise. For example, I will take care of your brother. I will take care of your brother. I will take care of your brother. Here, will is used to indicate promise. I will take care of I will take care of your brother. I will take care of your brother. It's a promise here. Then will is also used to indicate determination. दृढ़ निश्चय. To indicate determination. For example, we will fight to the finish. Till the finish, we will fight. We will fight. We will fight to the finish. 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 Determination. We will. Here, determine means we are determined to fight to the finish. We are determined to fight to the finish. We will fight to the finish. Determination. To indicate characteristics or habit, we can use will. To indicate characteristics or habit. For example, he will be talking all the time without doing anything. This is his habit of talking all the time without doing anything. He doesn't do anything but just talks. Will is used to indicate characteristics or habit. He will be talking all the time without doing anything. He will be talking all the time. He will be talking all the time. He will be talking all the time without doing anything. Without doing anything. Will is used. Will is used. Will is used here to indicate characteristic or habit. He will be talking all the time without doing anything. The machine will work very well and will not give any trouble. It is the characteristic of this machine that it will work very well and will not give any trouble. So in this way, dear friends, we have learned the uses of will. We have learned the uses of will. Next is would. Next is would. Would is the past tense of will. The modal auxiliary would is used as the past tense of will in indirect speech. You know, should the past tense of shall was used in indirect speech. Likewise, you would is used in indirect speech as the past tense of will, as the past tense of will. For example, he said to me, said to me, he said to me that he would look into the matter. He said to me that he would look into the matter. The matter. Direct speech is he said to me, I will look into the matter. Direct speech. Again, let me repeat it. He said to me, I will look into the matter. And same thing is put or turned into indirect speech with would, the past tense of will. So will change into it's a past tense that would. He said to me that he would look into the matter. Here we have to concentrate on the uses of would. Would here as a past tense of will used in this indirect speech. Next use of would is as the past tense of will to indicate past activity. For the past activity, to indicate the past activity, we have to use would as a past tense of will. For example, in the past, he would go for a long walk every morning. In the past, in the past, in the past, he would go for a long walk. He would go for a long walk. He would go for a long walk in every morning, whether you write it or not, every morning. Every morning. In the past, he would go for a long walk every morning. Here, would is as the past tense of will, as the past tense of will. So for the past action, we use would. Next, to express a wish or desire. To express a wish or desire, we use would. For example, I would rather starve than beg. I would rather starve than beg. I would rather I would rather starve or beg. I would rather starve or beg. Next, I would rather starve than beg. Here, wish or desire. I would rather starve than beg means I wish or preference when used with rather. Next, I would like to ask you something. 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 A desire or intention when used with like would.
Excuse me, sir.
Next, would is used.
Excuse me, sir.
Hello. Sorry.
There is last less than 1 minute we have.
Okay.
Less than 1 minute we have. Please try to join again. Please try to join again. Once this session will automatically close, please try to join again. Please try to rejoin. Okay, sir, continue.
Dear students, very important part is going on. Please join again immediately.